look at the gold eagle, has the notch. The gold buffalo doesn't have the notch. What the hell does the notch mean anyway? But anyways, I digress. Silver eagles are a little too expensive. Junk silver's come back down. I think it's somewhere around $8.50, somewhere in that neighborhood, over the price of silver. And it's a little bit more reasonable than it has been for the past several weeks or at least few months. So I'm okay talking about that again. It's still elevated, but not as high as it was.
Andy Schectman, the president and chief executive officer of Miles Franklin Precious Metals, recently made an appearance on Arcadia Economics, where he shared his valuable insights regarding the silver inventories and premium levels in the silver market. According to Schectman, there is a notable surge in silver purchases by large investors. He highlights the significant amount of silver being acquired outside of the regular exchange markets, suggesting that these investors are actively accumulating physical silver. This indicates a growing interest in silver as an investment asset. During the interview, Schectman also emphasized the expanding range of applications for silver, underscoring its dual role as both a monetary asset and a crucial component in various industrial sectors. Despite the current price action in the market, which may appear counterintuitive to many observers, Schectman attributed these fluctuations to deliberate actions taken by influential players who possess substantial financial resources. It is their strategic maneuvers within the market that contribute to the observed shifts in silver prices. Regarding the American Silver Eagles and junk silver, it is observed that the premiums for junk silver have decreased to a more reasonable level, making it an attractive option once again for investors. Schectman believes that the market conditions for acquiring junk silver have become more favorable, potentially presenting a favorable opportunity for those interested in this form of silver. Now let's watch excerpts from Andy Schectman's interview with Arcadia Economics. Be sure to watch the entire video and consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to enable post notifications to stay updated on our latest uploads. Thank you and enjoy the video.
When you see all of this metal being delivered off exchange for physical, when you see the largest one-day delivery of silver off the Shanghai exchange in its history since they started trading silver, you can understand that big money is accumulating silver. No question about it. Yet on this end, in terms of availability and premium, it's really not that bad at all. You would think this would be a precursor to the inevitable higher premiums and difficulty getting product. And I love this guy's graphs. I love the way he does it. But yeah, you can see there's 22,480 was 22,480,000 was the low, and we're not too far off that. But look at the drawdown since Silver Squeeze, and this is very methodical. And I think that's part of the game, is to let this go along out and far as they possibly can, so that they can continue to drain the system of what it has available. And you can see that it's not just focused on the COMEX. Like I mentioned, the biggest one-day delivery ever on the Shanghai exchange, and the LBMA delivering, and the ETFs delivering. And these are very sophisticated traders who are doing this. And you can see they're just gathering as much of the physical as they can, gaming the paper system in order to do it. And when this is let go, when they say, well, no one wants to sell us anymore, let's stop shorting the price, I think it'll be something to behold. It is, in my mind, unquestionably the most undervalued asset on the planet, and one whose its uses continue to expand, not only in its monetary demand, but of course the well-documented industrial applications as well. Yeah, this is a very unusual time, namely because there's so many things happening around us that should manifest itself in much higher prices. That's the counterintuitive price action that trips everybody out. I can tell you that this is a sophisticated endeavor. And to do it all around the globe in concert fashion, where you're seeing it from all the major spots being drained, and countries like India importing 300 plus million ounces, it tells you we're getting very close to the end of the ballgame. And I think that's what people need to grasp and hold on to. Because if price was truly a reflection of value, then you would not see what you are seeing by not only the biggest money in the world. Yes, the amount that they're taking is huge, but it's sophistication. And that, to me, speaks volumes. These are big money that do not want you to have any idea what they're doing. And it's only people like you and I, who are the fringe, who can find that information, what's been taken off the LBMA, what's been taken off the Shanghai Exchange, what's been backdoored out of the ETFs, and what's coming off the COMEX. It's not easy to find, and certainly you don't find it on any mainstream publication anywhere. And so, yeah, it is. It might be right in our face because we know where to look, but the rest of the country, the rest of the world has no idea of this repositioning that is taking place, and they are using price suppression with great leverage of over 30 times on the COMEX to run cover for it. So yeah, this is a golden opportunity. If you're talking about getting silver, availability, premium, spot price, all three are really very attractive. And most of the stuff that people would want, I have in stock right now for immediate delivery. Junk silver premiums come down a bit, and it's entering that range where I would think about it again. Silver Eagles are still incredibly elevated. I think we're north of $13.50 on the back dates. So when Janet Yellen goes on their website telling us that they've ramped up production for the most popular silver coin in the world, no, they're not. Well, it looks like they made a little bit more here this month, but yeah, they're certainly not making enough to meet demand. And premiums, as a result, have stayed elevated for the better part of 3 years.
Moving forward, Schectman highlights a peculiar discrepancy in the premiums associated with silver eagles when compared to other silver coins. The premiums for silver eagles consistently remain unusually high, creating a statistical anomaly in comparison to similar silver coin offerings. This signifies that buyers have to pay a significantly higher additional cost above the actual value of silver for silver eagles compared to other coins with similar characteristics. This pricing disparity has caught the attention of market observers and experts due to its deviation from the typical patterns observed in the market. Let's get back to the interview.
JP Morgan buying silver eagles and melting them down into 1,000 ounce bars, which I don't know why they would do that, but that's what his theory is. And that's how they amassed, part of the way that they amassed over 1 billion ounces of silver by his estimation, one that I certainly support. I think he's very smart. But you ask yourself, why is it when there's record demand over the last 3 years that the number of eagles they make is ridiculous, yet in the midst of silver getting generationally clobbered, they're making 40 plus million each year? It's really very strange. And no, they don't tell us. They really don't tell us. In fact, they're anything but that. When you see Janet Yellen saying we've ramped up production, that's their mantra. Yeah, well, we're doing the best we can. And it's not about the fact that they can't get blanks, because I think it was you who discovered that I think it was you, that they actually buy the 1,000 ounce bars, they take possession of them and send them to Sunshine, who makes the blanks for them. As I've been saying to you since 2020, I mean, if I were to add, and I don't know this number, I'm just going to guesstimate, but if I put the last 3 years together and gave it an estimation, I would say 90% or better of every sale we've done, record 3 years in a row, have been silver. And so for them to, say that they're ramping up production, yet I sell way more of everything else than eagles, and the premiums have been way, like, statistically, it's an anomaly how high they are in relation to the other coins. Something's not right. And, this is what breeds that conspiracy theory type of thought, and this fine line between what is true and what is not. I don't know what the answer is. A lot of people just want silver eagles these days too, because of what's happening in the States. And I will tell everyone when they call in, look, I love the American Eagle. It's my favorite silver coin, but is it really worth it? In a historical context, no. Wondering what comes next, maybe. But no, they're still very elevated. I'd buy the back dates right now and save a few bucks. They're just as good as far as I'm concerned. So, a silver eagle is a silver eagle. One of the questions that I've yet to figure out is, what the hell is the notch for? They call it anti-counterfeiting, but no one really knows. And there's no information out there. You ask people and they just say it's anti-counterfeiting. With a 10-ounce silver Ital Preziosi bars at $3.49 over spot. We're continuing that from last week. And the 1/4 ounce, for the guy that asked about junk silver, the 1/4 ounce 2023 Armenian Noah's Ark coin. It's made by the Geiger Mint in Germany, probably the highest quality mint I've ever seen. They come in boxes of 500 coins, and it's about this big. It's a small box, quarter ounce a piece, about the size of a nickel. Beautiful, really good way, I think, if you're looking for something to barter with, if that ever were to happen. And you could argue, it's kind of apropos, the Noah's Ark theme, where, reluctantly preparing for what is coming. And I think this is a good way to do it. So those are 325 per coin over melt. So you take the price of silver, you divide by 4, add 3.25. That is the price of the Noah's Ark. 349 per ounce over spot on the 10-ounce Ital Preziosi Italian 10-ounce bars.
The current trends in the silver market indicate a notable shift in investor behavior, with a growing emphasis on accumulating physical silver. Looking ahead, the prospects for silver prices appear optimistic, with the potential for continued upward movement in the coming months. This expectation is rooted in the widening supply deficit, where the demand for silver outweighs its available supply. What are your thoughts on the future prospects of silver as an investment asset and its potential impact on the overall market dynamics? Please kindly leave your comments and observations in the section below. Also, please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and enable notifications to stay updated on future content covering topics like silver, gold, and copper. Thank you for watching.